If you've ever felt like an imposter, like a fraud, like everyone seems to be smarter or more competent than you, welcome to imposter syndrome. Imposter syndrome can be very problematic because it triggers procrastination, analysis paralysis, anxiety, and could also lead to burnout, whether it is physical or emotional, because we keep pushing ourselves to do more to prove our worth, or because the constant fear of not being good enough can completely exhaust our nervous system. So let's do some EFT tapping so that you can get more peace around these distorted and untrue thoughts around imposter syndrome. Please remember to always take responsibility for your health and well being. So, even though I feel like a fraud, I do not feel legitimate. I deeply and completely love and accept myself. And even though I feel like such an imposter, I'm afraid that what I'm going to do is not going to be good enough, it's not going to work, it's not going to be approved. I deeply and completely love and accept myself and all of these parts of me. I feel like an imposter. I feel like a fraud. Sometimes it feels like what I do is never good enough, that my work is never as good as other people's work. I'm sometimes afraid that people are going to find out, and maybe there will be consequences for me. I don't feel legitimate. I don't feel that my work or what I do is excellent. It seems like there's always something that could be better or improved. I sometimes spend hours or days improving small details because it feels like it really matters. Part of me feels that something bad is going to happen if it's not perfect. That my work or what I'm producing is not good enough. At a deeper level, maybe I don't feel good enough. At a deeper level, I might have gotten messages earlier in my life that I was not good enough, that whatever I did, it was always wrong, that no matter how hard I tried, it just wasn't right. Maybe people even told me this. You never get it right. Why can't you do something so simple? And I'm carrying those sentences years later. All of this fear that what I do is not good enough. I feel like a fraud. I'm on constant alert. I always wonder if someone is going to be mad or disappointed with me, or disappointed with the quality of my work. Maybe I just don't feel legitimate. Maybe I really want to do something, but it really feels like everybody else is better than me, or more of an expert, more knowledgeable, more competent. That makes me feel very small. It makes me feel like I have nothing to bring to the table, that everybody else is better. And then I start procrastinating. I start overthinking. I start comparing myself to everybody else. That doesn't feel good. All of these feelings and thoughts around imposter syndrome, I can feel them in my body. This is stuck energy from the past. Past experiences that have taught me I'm not good enough. Maybe it was a misunderstanding. Maybe the reason I feel this way was because other people projected their insecurities. Maybe there are way more people than I think who also feel like a fraud, who also have imposter syndrome, who also constantly doubt themselves. Maybe I can relax a little bit about this. I'm not alone. It's a whole bunch of us feeling like frauds. Maybe someone else is comparing themselves to me and feeling like a fraud. What if thoughts are not facts? What if feelings are not facts? What if we've just been raised to think that we are never good enough? And it is simply not true. I am enough. Everything I do is enough. And done is better than perfect. I'm open to the idea that I could feel a massive sense of relief once it's done. The worst that can happen is that maybe I have to do something over. Maybe I have to slightly modify something. But the best that can happen is that what I do was good enough. Maybe it's even excellent. I can think of many times in my life where I thought I had messed up and it actually turned out to be okay or very good. I am enough. I am enough. I am allowing my body to relax now. Because constantly feeling like a fraud is not helping. It is not useful in me moving forward. It's not useful in me getting anything done. I am willing to stop doing things that are not useful. Just like I can love my toaster oven, but a toaster oven would not be useful when I'm going to the beach. so I wouldn't carry that with me. A toaster oven wouldn't be useful to go on a walk, so I simply don't carry it with me. I'm willing to let go what is not useful for my well-being. I know way more than I think I do. I am smart, resourceful, and intelligent. I can always figure it out one way or another. And that is really all I need to do. There were so many times I was stressed about work or an assignment, which turned out to be very good or even get praised. I choose to receive that praise. I choose to recognize how smart and competent I am. I choose to break this cycle of talking poorly to myself. Maybe other people told me things based on their insecurities. I will not repeat those things to myself, because the words out of my mouth matter. I am safe. I am intelligent. I choose to acknowledge all of my accomplishments. It's not because I got lucky, it's because I'm smart. I acknowledge the amazing person I am. I acknowledge my unique capabilities and superpowers. The more I see them, the more they show up in my life. And if I'm procrastinating about something, I choose to remember that done is better than perfect. I choose to remember that getting started releases so much anxiety. It is safe for me to feel competent and intelligent in my mind, my body, and my heart. Okay, take a deep breath in and breathe out. And you can repeat this video as many times as necessary. It was definitely a big theme for me when I was writing my master thesis, and I was completely paralyzed in anxiety and fear that whatever I would submit to my supervisor would not be good enough and would not be approved. I would sometimes spend a full day not even getting 2 or 3 paragraphs written on my laptop. And what really, really helped is repeating to myself out loud and in my head over and over again, this is enough, everything I'm writing is good enough. Each time I do something, I get closer to the finish line, and if I have to modify something, I can always do that. So I hope that this video helped, and I will see you in the next one. If you think that someone can benefit from this, please share the video so we can all have more peace and happiness in our lives. Thank you very much, and see you next time.